drop some insight. Street Fighter 5, as you guys know probably, is meticulously punishing on people who hit useless attacks. Not only that, I didn't do it that much. I won for other reasons, but it's very rewarding um, to make like programmed in like block strings. Block strings are super good in this game because it's ridiculously risky to contest them. And walk and throw is not so good just purely because of walk speed and throw damage, and the fact that you can quick stand throws. It doesn't really lead to a whole lot. Um, I don't like Geef's footsies right now, actually, Kihara. Um, if you're doing attacks that whiff or attacks when it's not your turn, you're fucked. This game, like Street Fighter 4, was already heavily emphasizing like turn order, like only attacking when you've got frame advantage and whatnot. But now it's really easy to time to attack so that you've got a very precise amount of frames because of the frame buffer. And if the opponent pushes a button, there's a good chance that that button is going to happen within a certain frame because they've got a 3-frame buffer to get like that first frame. Um, um, so because of the frame buffer and because of like the riskiness of reversals, block strings are a million times better. And because of that, you can kind of get block strings to easily push. You can either do a block string into a. It's like how it is in Street Fighter 4. You've either got a block string into a like maybe like a crush counter normal, into like a safe cancel if you have one, but even if you don't, like maybe it's a confirm style crush counter normal and not a punish style one. You've got a block string into a walk in throw, and you've got a block string into like um just like another normal, like a non-crush, like a not delayed one. And just one of those three is always going to work, and it's just like whoever's turn it is can lay on the pressure until they guess wrong, and then the other person has to compete for it being their turn. And the characters that are strongest right now are the ones who can make it their turn the most, I feel like. So characters who can make the opponent always in that little mix-up scenario. The footsie characters seemed really good right now, but maybe that's just because footsies, like the footsie characters are a fast track to footsies. But the characters I thought were the strongest were Chun-Li and Vega. That was my final impression from all this. And I thought that Dhalsim was pretty good too, but I didn't play long enough to see if people figured shit out. Um, Dhalsim is good not for any of the reasons I just listed though. I just feel like he has a more unusual niche and people probably didn't know how to fight him that well. He's hard to get in on, honestly, and V-Reversal helps a bit too. But he is hard to get in on. What are my other thoughts? Oh yeah, but whiff punishing is up a lot. Um, it's very easy to calculate frames in this game. So you can, like, normal punishes are a lot more reliable, which means attacks that are barely minus, like -4, are a lot worse. Or like -5 attacks. Or like minus a lot attacks that have like a big punish. Like, um, uh, like anything I can hit like, um, I can't think of a good normal. I didn't feel beta's over, unless you're still getting matches. Um, Let me think. He felt kind of useless because he didn't have a good way to um, push like pressure. I feel like the frame traps on Rashid were some of the best of any character. I didn't think he was. I mean, like I got hit by some tricky traps that I'm sure were posted around. Actually, the same tricky trap repeatedly. It was that off the wall into jump light kick cross up that everyone was doing. I didn't know how to get out of that, but it was working wonders for the people who were using it. I mean, I know how to get out of it. I just never ready for it. I don't recognize the setup in time. Um, there are some fake cross-ups that were really good, particularly in the corner. Like Geef could do an early jump light kick and it would cross up and then land on the same side. Chun-Li could do a V-skill medium kick and it would cross up and land on the same side. Those kinds of things probably will be gone by the final game's release, but even if they're not, you can just react and like it's not hard to get out. Um, it just requires you to know the setup, but like people will probably learn the setup like really good.